When you think of the Lakers franchise, you immediately think championships. But starting in the early 1960s, Los Angeles fell short of their goal again and again, losing in the finals 7 times.
I almost didn't know what it was like to feel good at the end of the season. I wanted to win a championship, and I really didn't think that was ever going to happen.
Before the 1971-72 season, the Lakers hired future Hall of Fame coach Bill Sharman to help change the team's fortunes.
If the pass is not there, if somebody else is open, or if you got a shot before you complete the play, take it.
But when the all-time great Elgin Baylor retired only 9 games into the season, it looked like time was catching up with the aging Lakers.
Now I'm playing with the Laker team that has the great Jerry West, who was in his twilight, and Wilt, who was in his twilight, and Gail Goodrich was the star of the team, and names that you would even know.
With age came valuable experience and the willingness to adjust. The players settled into their roles, and newly anointed captain Wilt Chamberlain ignited the team on both ends of the court.
Perhaps their biggest reason for success was number 13, Wilt Chamberlain, whose awesome domination on defense inspired all the Lakers and often started what was to become a familiar sight, the Laker fast break.
I was now the defensive hub of this team, and that was what my job was all about, getting the ball and playing defense and giving the ball to these guys. And as we meshed, we amassed numbers that were unbelievable.
We had a great deal of confidence that we knew when we went out there that we were going to win. We'd figure out ways to win.
The Lakers didn't lose a game in November, and they kept on rolling.
When you get to 17, 18, 19 wins, now people are saying, like, wow, can they ever lose?
On December 12th, they were on the cusp of breaking the then NBA record of 21 straight wins.
And then the lightning-quick hands of West struck again, and Los Angeles finally pulled away.
And we went along and went along and went along. 1 month went by, 2 months went by. I mean, we felt invincible.
December also passed without a loss. And when the calendar flipped to 1972, the streak continued. On January 7th, the Lakers defeated the Atlanta Hawks for their 33rd straight victory.
The Los Angeles Lakers are the greatest winning team in the history of basketball for consecutive wins.
It's a record that still stands for major American professional sports, but there was a bigger goal ahead, breaking their streak for futility in the finals.
Well, I think we're in a groove now, but to think about a streak like this, I'd like to put it together, going to the playoffs.
Los Angeles reached the championship series, and this time they were not to be denied, beating New York in 5 games. The Lakers had put the crowning touch on an unforgettable season.
At last, the Lakers had won the NBA championship.
This was something that I'd hoped and wished for in the earlier days of my career. It was wonderful. We finally won.
For that Laker team to do what they did, I still think that they did more in the game of basketball than the other team for the talent that they had.